I transformed this fabric pile into this cosplay, and here's what I learned by making Homura's cosplay from Dr. Stone. As a beginner sewist, hopefully this will save you a lot of stress as well. Step 1 is to make your pattern. I wrapped my body with saran wrap and then covered the saran wrap with a layer of strips of paper tape. I did this for my torso, added paper for the skirt, and then wrapped up a leg as well, since she also has boot covers. Make sure that you're wearing the shoes that you want to wear for the cosplay when you do this step. Draw in the seams and carefully cut it off of your body. Iron the tape patterns very carefully using a pressing cloth and your iron on low heat. This helps them become nice and flat so you can put it onto paper if you want to trace out a clean pattern, or you could just do what I did and pin it directly to the fabric using that as a pattern itself. Then you can cut out your pieces out of the fabric and sew them together using your paper and your tape as a reference. For me, I was trying to copy the way that the panels of her dress look in the manga, because the manga artist does draw in all of the seams, and my next issue to deal with was, since her costume is very revealing, there are slits that run basically from the bottom of this micro skirt up until the ribs, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to flash anybody at the con, so to counter that, I made a bodysuit to wear underneath. My bodysuit with the nude fabric was connected to the boot covers as well as the dress, so I can basically pull everything on as one single piece. The bodysuit also allowed me to draw in the petrification scar rather than drawing it right onto my skin. I realized at this point that the seams were not prominent enough and that I should probably airbrush it to make the edges and the seams look more visible. So I asked my mom to please wear it, and we went outside, I plugged in the airbrush, and I tried my best to airbrush all of the edges. Make sure that when you're doing this, you have some cloth nearby to cover up any parts that should not be airbrushed. I did this on all the seams of the dress, as well as the front seam of the boots. Now here is what the costume looks like when I was wearing it all together with the backpack for the firewood and the wig. I will be making a tutorial for both of them, and then before I knew it, it was time to steam the costume and make some last-minute accessories, which I did make 2 little bracelets out of these tiny pink heart and cherry blossom beads that I found at my house. Not canon, but I felt like it was fitting for the character. On the day of, I got to the con around 11 a.m. and I did a couple of photo shoots by myself before my duo partner, who was cosplaying Hyoga, joined me. We spent so much time taking photos of our cosplays outside in the sun on this day because neither of us had badges to actually enter the con. So we were out in this grassy area where it was so sunny that I got a tan in the shape of this exact off-the-shoulder dress that I still have with me today. Now, I'm so glad that I added the nude leggings and bodysuit situation to this costume because it allowed me to do a lot of things like squat down, get on my knees, kick my legs up, basically whatever I wanted. By the end, my feet were tired from the heels, but I do think it was worth it because these are some of our final photos.